a coincidence that stuns even science, the mystery of the 27 Club, and the psychological truth of the Saturn Return. In the dazzling galaxy of pop culture, there lies an enduring and heartbreaking unsolved mystery. For over half a century, countless brilliant superstars, revered as spiritual leaders by millions, have vanished like shooting stars at the peak of their splendor. At the age of 27, they bid a sudden, silent farewell to the world. People call these eternally young souls the 27 Club. While the public often attributes this to the immense pressure of fame or their restless spirits, ancient astrology suggests this is no random coincidence. Instead, it is a pivotal, cosmic examination in the cycle of life. Today, we will open the birth charts of these geniuses through a brand new lens. We'll introduce you to a profound concept in astrology, the Saturn Return. Let's discover the psychological truths and growth codes hidden at the crossroads of adulthood at age 27. The crossroads, where legend meets the stars. The origin of the 27 Club is often linked to a mystical story in the music world. In 1938, blues pioneer Robert Johnson passed away unexpectedly at 27. Legend has it that he met a mysterious figure at a crossroads, bartering his youth for unparalleled musical genius. At 27, his debt to fate came due. In the eyes of an astrologer, this crossroads has a very specific celestial counterpart, Saturn. In mythological archetypes, Saturn represents father time. Unlike Jupiter, which brings luck and expansion, Saturn represents order, responsibility, the weight of reality, and the irreversibility of time. It takes Saturn approximately 5 years to complete one orbit around the Sun. This means that when a person reaches their late 20s, Saturn returns to the exact position it occupied at the moment of their birth. This is known as the Saturn Return. This isn't a curse, it's a cosmic rite of passage. Astrology posits that before age 27, we can grow wild, relying on raw talent, luck, or youthful impulse. But when 27 arrives, Father Time flips the hourglass. He demands that we shed our immature illusions. He ruthlessly prunes away everything in our lives that is superficial, fragile, or escapist. It is a rigorous audit. If you refuse to grow up, or if you remain lost in a hall of mirrors, the exam becomes agonizingly difficult. 2 charts, 2 heartbreaks. With deep respect, let's examine 2 poignant birth charts to see how the Saturn Return touched their most vulnerable corners. Kurt Cobain. As the frontman of Nirvana, Cobain's chart was filled with the dreamy and empathetic energy of Neptune. This allowed him to write melodies that touched the souls of an entire generation, but it also made him hypersensitive to the noise of the outside world. As he entered his Saturn Return at 27, he faced massive commercial pressure. Saturn demanded he adapt to the rules of the real world, but his pure punk spirit revolted. Torn between the weight of reality and his spiritual utopia, he felt adrift. Ultimately, in April 1994, he chose to let time stand still forever at 27. Amy Winehouse. A genius with a stunning retro voice, her chart revealed a profound yearning for emotional depth. During her Saturn Return, Saturn required her to build a strong internal order and learn to face the loneliness of the spotlight independently. However, besieged by an invasive media and emotional setbacks, she was too fragile. She failed to find a way to reconcile with this complex world. Her life's flame flickered out in a London summer, leaving behind a legacy of what-ifs. The Path to Mastery, Adele and Jay-Z. Please do not fear age 27. Saturn never seeks to destroy, it seeks to reshape. If you bravely shoulder the weight of growth, Saturn grants you an unshakable foundation. Adele serves as the perfect example of passing the test. Approaching the 27-year threshold, she experienced her own rock bottom, a vocal cord surgery crisis, shifts in identity, and internal confusion. But she did not run. Instead, she distilled the pains of growth and the struggle of self-reinvention into her music. Her album 25 swept the globe, and with 30, she completed a true self-redemption. Similarly, business mogul Jay-Z faced a harsh reality at 27. Unable to find a record label willing to sign him, Saturn forced him to stop waiting for handouts. He pushed through the pressure to found his own company, launching a massive business empire. For them, Saturn's trial became the pedestal for their crowns, where science and the stars align. As a show that pursues depth, we must also listen to the voice of science. In 2011, the British Medical Journal published a large-scale statistical study of thousands of musicians, concluding that there was no statistical spike in death specifically at 27. However, psychology and neuroscience tell us that age 27 is indeed a major turning point. At this stage, the prefrontal cortex, The part of the brain responsible for rational thinking, long-term planning, and risk control finally reaches full maturity. Psychologists call this the emerging adulthood crisis. The transition from the carefree nature of youth to the social responsibilities of career and family brings anxiety and growing pains to almost everyone. For geniuses exposed to high-pressure environments, these pains are infinitely magnified. The hourglass flips. Whether you call it the Saturn return in astrology or an adulthood crisis in psychology, both are gentle reminders. Growth is a cultivation everyone must undergo. Fame and talent can make you a star overnight, but only the brave acceptance of reality and the courage to face your inner fragility can bring true peace in this imperfect world. Saturn's hourglass will always flip. When the bells chime for your 27th year, try to see it as a gift from the universe, your rite of passage. We'll see you in the next episode.